how does the body burn fat if you're constantly eating carbohydrates? Big myth out there. My name's Harley, Durianrider, Durianrider.com. I'm 44 on August 23rd, next week. Low body fat. If you watch my videos from the last 12 years, you'll always notice nothing's changed except I've got more muscle now from anabolics, but my body fat has remained the same. That's because I'm eating the same high-carb loving, low-fat, vegan lifestyle since 2001. Got on YouTube in 2008. So if you look at me, my voice is deeper now, my face looks a bit more mature, got more muscle, but my body fat is the same. It's all about, like, oh man, you know. And last year, I remember last year I did an experiment. We'll go on many tangents here, as we do. Last year I was eating a lot of vegan fatty foods. You know, I was having all these vegan meat pies and just tasting a lot of things, and it was good. I was enjoying it. KFC fries are vegan in Australia, and they had a sale. It was $2 a pack, so I was eating like 5-6 packs a night. And I started noticing my abs disappeared. My face was looking... People say, oh, you probably look healthier. Okay. But anyway, my body fat's going up. You know, even someone said to me, wow, like, you almost look overweight. You know, not... And I was like, wow, this guy... you know, most people think I'm underweight. This guy says I'm looking overweight. And I was like, that's interesting. I don't take offense to it. I enjoy people sharing their comments and criticisms. And especially genuine people face to face. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, well, I'll do a little experiment. And I'll cut the fat out. And I'll still maintain unlimited carbohydrates. Keep my training the same. What happened? Within 4 to 6 weeks, abs come back. The fat just melts off my body. Why is that? Why does fat melt off my body? Because my thyroid gland is always in tip-top shape. I don't take any T3 or any thyroid meds or whatever. I don't starve myself of carbohydrate. And when you do starve yourself of carbohydrate, whether on purpose or accidental, your TSH goes up and your T3, T4, fat burning ability, hormones, goes down. This is the body's survival mechanism to say, hey, you're in a famine. There's not enough carbohydrate. When there's not enough carbs, your body always switches to famine mode. TSH always goes up, assuming you still your thyroid, and your T3, T4 will go down. If you're a healthy individual, you will start gaining more fat. You'll get more rounded in the face. You'll get more fat on you, which for some people, that's going to be good for them because they are anorexic and really, really struggling with anemia, etc. So it's your body just saying, just turning off the switch. Poof, turn it down. Just turn it right off the gas. Poof, just lock it down. Poof, turn off the burners. Let's store. Let's regenerate. Let's get anabolic with fat and fluid gain. And it's not a bad thing. It's just a response. It's like if I crack my hand, if I punch this table and I get inflammation on my knuckles, that's my body just responding to the damage I've done to it. Whether it's deliberate or accidental, the body doesn't care. It just responds. The hormones respond. And so that's what you want to do. You always want to have a carbohydrate. Otherwise, how can you shred the fat off? Your body will just shred the fat off. It takes 3 kilos of oxygen to burn 1 kilo of fat. So if you're eating a fatty diet, we know that when the fat goes in, it turns into fatty acids, so it increases your acidity level in your body. Same with the excess protein. Amino acids. What is sugar? Is it acid or alkaline? It's pH neutral. So whenever someone says sugar's acidic, you know they're very, very uneducated on the topic. They might mean well, be sincere but sincerely wrong. Sugar's pH neutral. All right? And so that's why I laugh when people blame soda for dental issues, enamel erosion. And it's like, is it the pH neutral sugar or is it the phosphoric acid? Is it the carbonic acid that's causing dental decay, or is it the pH neutral? Imagine that. Imagine chemistry class, and your teacher's like, okay, we've got a chemistry test, which is an acid and which is a base, and you're like, oh, sugar is, and the chemistry teacher says, no, sugar is pH neutral. It's neither alkaline or basic. And you're like, no, it's not, because Jamie Oliver said it is. You're going to fail your freaking chemistry course. And then, you know, imagine that's a test right there. Your chemistry test just says, what's the acidic or basic elements in a can of Coca-Cola? If you say sugar, you fail the exam. If you say phosphoric acid, carbonic acid, you get the answer right. Jamie Oliver is going to make you fail your metabolic results. It's going to make you fail your chemistry test. Sugar's not acidic. Sugar's pH neutral. Look it up. Not from a Jamie Oliver website. Look it up. Actual, you know, Look up the actual truth. Damn, it's crazy out there. So people are starving themselves of carbs, going into ketosis, saying, what's the only way I can burn fat is in ketosis. And yeah, you will, but your hormones are going to suffer. It's like, I can go out today and steal a Porsche. I can get a Porsche. And I can put it on Instagram, floss it, and someone go, hey, that's my Porsche. That's a stolen Porsche. And I'm going to get arrested and charged. All right? So you can lose the weight, starving yourself, but you'll be a rebound effect. Okay? Well, I'll just send the Porsche to Nigeria and chop it up and I'll never get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? The metabolism, you can't hide the metabolism. Eventually, it's going to come back and bite you in the bum. If you're starved, you will rebound. How much fat and water will you gain? Depends on your genetics. Depends on how abusive you were to your metabolism. Depends on a few things. But that's okay, because eventually you'll go up and you'll come back down. So don't fear the rebound. Let the rebound happen, and then only with the rebound can you have this unlimited, slim, lean, healthy physique for the rest of your life, relative to what would happen otherwise. Let the rebound happen, and just be extra diligent. Keep your fat under 10 grams a day to minimize the rebound and to maximize your recovery. The body doesn't need much fat at all. 1-2 grams of omega-3s a day, maybe. We don't even need it. Science is debatable on that one. 1 to 2 grams of fat a day as an adult. If you're a baby, obviously you need your mum's breast milk. Obviously, not many babies are watching this video. Not many babies are trying to get shredded, are they? So this is adult information here. And again, it doesn't matter if you're shredded or not, as much as your mood matters. So when you're limiting your carbohydrate, your mood is shitty, man. Your partner, if you have one, is soon going to get sick of you and start looking around. Where's a better option? Where's a better guy? Where's a better girl? This person's really pissing me off. They're so bitter and whiny. Oh my God. How many people I had in my life had so much potential, but so whiny or so bitter. I'm just like, man, dude, can't you see the opportunities you got? Can't you see potential? I know you can't, because you don't have carbs in your system, because you're trying to starve yourself for some stupid, arbitrary goal that doesn't mean nothing compared to the mood quality that you should have, that you want to have, that you deserve to have. A lot of people self-harm. They don't believe they should have a good life. They hate themselves. I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. So that those people are very hard to get through, because they're like, no, I have to starve, I have to feel pain, I'm a bad person. My parents said I was a bad person. I have to have pain. I've got to be abused. I've got to abuse myself because my mum or my dad said blah, 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 or my first boyfriend, my first girlfriend, or someone, blah, 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 said that. I'm a bad person. I shouldn't have joy in my life. That's a lot of people, unfortunately. I'm trying to reach, maybe hopefully those people, but they're hard to reach. I'm trying to reach the people who come from a place of logic, come from a place of self-love, who go, you know what? Life's about enjoying it, helping the animals, helping the planet, helping people around us. A lot of damaged people out there. Don't be one. Right? The best thing we can do for damaged people is not be one. And that starts with stopping this carbohydrate phobia. Right? Let the rebound come on, and then it'll just go on its own. Right? You'll be healthier, you feel a lot more stable, and you're just going to have a better quality of life. Okay? So people often think, well, if I lose weight, I'll have better quality of life. Maybe, for sure. Some people definitely but what's more important is getting that physique, an attainable physique, not this stupidly enhanced physique or whatever, unrealistic physique. I'm going to say a natural, looking physique, for your genetics, your age, your background, your potential. If you're a mum, if you've been given birth, I shouldn't say if you're a mum, I say if you've given birth to babies, your body's not going to be the same as your hypothetical twin who never gave birth. It's just not. Right? You're not going to have the same stomach. If you breastfed, you're not going to have the same breast. And that's fine. It's not bad or good. It just is what it is. Right? You've given birth. Your body's not going to be the same. The J&J's not going to be... There's changes that happen and it's okay. Right? It's okay. I'm just saying. Stop beating yourself up going, well, I don't look like that person who's had surgery or didn't have kids or whatever. You're you. Just accept it. Right? Your mood's more important. Much more important. Just ask any quality person out there who's really been honest. Aesthetics are important, but mood's more important. Mood keeps your people around you and keeps you around you in a good way. So it's just, you got to have realistic goals, you know. But yeah, just stop, man, with this, like, reading off the screen here. This question is like, how does the body burn excess fat when eating enough? Like, it just does. Dietary thermogenesis. The body just gets rid of it, just breathes it out because more oxygen's coming in. So yeah, the fat, when you eat fat, it blocks oxygen uptake, transfer delivery to the cells. So you can't burn fat as effectively because you're having less oxygen to your cells. So let's say I've got a twin brother who eats a high-fat diet, and let's say we're both 150 kilos obese. I'm going to lose all that fat a lot quicker because I'm doing 10 grams. I'm doing 5 grams of fat a day. I'm going real super strict. Fruit, white rice, sugar, it's all meat. Bit of condiments, oil-free, under 5 grams of fat a day. My hypothetical twin brother goes, no, I'm going to eat more fat. I'm going to do keto and eat as much fat as I want and no carbs. His thyroid is going to stay damaged. My thyroid is going to get better. And I'm just going to shred down. I'm going to shred down. Stuff in my face with unlimited carbohydrates every meal, every day. He, my hypothetical twin, his dung ain't going to work properly. He's going to be stinking and keto and just in the head. And I'm not going to be able to talk to him that much ever at all. Because he's going to be a roller coaster. I'm going to be getting laid and paid. And he's going to be like hating his life, want to end it. That we see all the time. How many fitness models, etc., end their lives during a cut? It's unfortunately very common. We don't hear about them all because, you know, it's like there's millions of people out there. But I've heard of many myself, and it's very, very sad and unfortunate. It's like, wow, and that's why I do my job every day out there on social media, to spread the truth. I get hate for it, but I don't care. I'm not here to make friends. I don't care who I offend. I'm here to spread the truth that's actually going to help people, and that makes me feel good. So I guess I've got selfish interest. I feel good telling people the truth that they need to hear versus they want to hear. I'm not here to make millions just bullshitting noobs, telling them what they want to hear versus what they need. Fuck, man, that's why there's a lot of super rich influencers, man, so depressed. Because they just live in this massive lie of scamming their followers. And just got no respect for their followers. Imagine making content you know is absolute bullshit. You upload it, you get 1 million views or 100k views or whatever, make thousands of dollars of sales on ebooks that day, which ebooks are just full of shit or half truth. You don't tell people you're on steroids or whatever. And you go to bed at night time, look at the ceiling, you're like, wow, I made 20 grand today from absolute noobs who think I care about them. And I couldn't give a flying F about them. You know, wow, I'm such a bastard. I'm POS. Eventually, that's going to weigh on you. And you see it in their faces. A lot of them look depressed. They're just like, man, they look amazing, look great, look aesthetic. People are like, oh, wow, I want to look like you. And they absolutely hate themselves. They hate their life because they're scamming people. Right? And that is probably 99% of the fitness industry out there. Girls on Anavar with mad EDs, just like talking absolute nonsense, denying that they've got an ED or Anavar usage, using T3, abusing that. Guys on anabolic steroids, which is fine if you want to. Just be open about it, you know. And just lying to the audience, say, no, Athlete X, I'm clean, I'm natural, you can do this, just buy my BCAs, buy my program, Mass Mutant, Cell Tech, blah, blah, blah. Athlete X, you're a fraud, Greg Douchet, etc. $40,000 for coaching. You're not going to look like those guys unless you're doing the same anabolic steroids as they are. Even then, not guaranteed. But you definitely need the gear that they're using. I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying that's what they do. And anyone who says otherwise is an absolute noob who's never used pharma-grade anabolics. So how would you know? If you've never seen a pigeon, well, you wouldn't even know what a pigeon is. No, that's not a pigeon, that's a pelican. For us who know what a pigeon is, you look like an absolute noob saying that's a pelican. For us who've used anabolic steroids and are open about it, or just used them, we know what another steroid use looks like. And when you say, you virgin, steroid virgin noob, which is fine, but don't pretend you know more than us. If you've never eaten a jackfruit, don't tell me what it tastes like, man. Don't say it tastes like lemon and garlic. If you've never had a jackfruit, quality jackfruit. It just makes you look dumb, okay? Makes you look really dumb. It doesn't matter, but it just makes you look dumb. Doesn't make you a bad person. Just makes you look like your mum still drives you to school or picks you up from work at age 20. But again, that's fine too. That's the lifestyle you want. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. So I'm not trying to poke fun. A little bit I am. A little bit passive aggressive, but you know what I'm saying. So that's the deal there. Your body will just shred the fat off. More oxygen's coming in. How does it primarily? Dietary thermogenesis just burns off any extra calories at once when it's a healthy state. Because it's like, we're no longer in a famine state. Why do we need to gain? The body doesn't want to gain weight. That's why if you use steroids, you have to stay on steroids. Otherwise, you're going to shrink back down. The body doesn't want to gain weight because it's bad for the joints, etc. Unless it's going from baby to adult. You know what I'm saying? If you're an adult human being gaining weight, the body's like, whoa, hang on, what? Obviously, if you're at a healthy weight to start with, BMI 19, 20, 21, but to go up from that, the body's like, no, I don't want to do this. That's why you have to keep pinning, keep eating all the fat, etc. It's very, very tough. As soon as you stop, whoosh, body shrinks down. The body wants to be lean like a greyhound. That's just how it is. So it's naturally going to want to shred off excess fat. It's bad for the joints, bad for the spine, bad for the organs. Visceral fat, not good. But it's good if it's in a starvation situation. Otherwise, body's like, no, man, this is bad for our inflammation, etc. Fatty acids, amino acids, excess not good. Inflammation, that's the deal. So your body, when you decrease the fat intake, you increase oxygen uptake, transfer, delivery to the cells, and you'll burn the fat off as you sleep. Just like if I've got the 150 kilo obese brother and me, I'm going to burn more fat in my sleep because I've got less fat in my bloodstream because I'm eating less fat. I have more oxygen coming in. Makes sense? 3 kilos of oxygen burns 1 kilo of fat. Maybe I'll flip that up in the video, but there's 3 kilos of oxygen to burn 1 kilo of fat. So if you eat less fat, you get more oxygen in your body and you can burn more fat. That's one way. The other way is just dietary thermogenesis, etc. People say, oh, you can't defy laws of thermodynamics. No, you can't. That's right. But you don't talk about oxygen in, out, etc., do you? You just think it's calories in, calories out. And that's why you don't have the results I have. Or if you are as lean as me, to get this lean, you've had to starve yourself. And your mood sucks. And you know I'm right on that. Just saying.